In NASCAR, there are drivers that are remembered for having success late in their careers. Drivers like Harry Gant, Mark Martin, and Jeff Gordon are all known for putting up impressive numbers in an impressive fight against Father Time. But a driver who tends to be forgotten in this group is Ron Hornady Jr. Hornaday won 2 titles in the Truck Series in 1996 and 1998, and left the series after 1999 to pursue the greener pastures of the Busch Series and the Cup Series. After a 5-year hiatus from the trucks, he would return to the elites of the Truck Series ranks with 3 wins and finishes of 4th and 7th in points over the 2005 and 2006 campaign. In 2007, he would break through at the age of 49 and win his 3rd series title. 2 years later, after finishing runner-up in 2008, Hornaday would win another title at the age of 51 in 2009. But in 2010, Hornaday lost his edge, falling to a 7th place points finish and being a non-factor for the most part. 2011 looked to be a make-or-break year, as it seemed that age had finally caught up with him and was slowing him down. Racing for owner Kevin Harvick, Hornaday would pilot the 33 Kevin Harvick Incorporated Silverado. His season would start on the wrong foot at Daytona.
It looked like he had the lead that no one would. Travis Quapple involved in this one. He gets sideways, and now they pile up behind him. Hornaday's in it.
Hornaday began the season 23rd place in points. His season wasn't dark for long, though, as he would quickly recover with a 3rd place at Phoenix and a 2nd at Darlington after a gutsy pass on the final restart.
Ron Hornaday in that 32-3 truck is all over the rear bumper, Todd Bodine, side by side through 1 and 2.
We saw Austin Dillon get a little sideways. He's dropping back. They stay side by side as they go sideways. It's the 30 of Todd Bodine.
And that cost him right there. And not only did it cost him, it cost all those trucks right there. It's Hornaday and Crafton, and the 88 gets by.
This was followed by finishes of 4th, 9th, and 5th, as the sting of the poor showing at Daytona was finally a distant memory. 6 straight top 10s, including 5 top 5s, led Hornaday from 23rd in points to 5th, only 28 behind leader Cole Witt. Approaching his 53rd birthday, Hornaday was not as dominant as he had been in years past, but he was still a force to be reckoned with for the championship. The string of top finishes would be broken, though, at Kansas in the 8th race of the season.
I'll help you. Problems for Hornaday. Around goes the 33.
Go, caution's out. Right rear.
In 3 and 4.
There's,
left rear
there's
tire.
There's the tire.
He thought he had a flat tire, and he was right.
Hey, it's got the front end and the back end. It's got both of them. Right rear tire flew off of it.
No, it's the left rear tires. You can see there. It looked like the right rear was fine, but the left rear went
a lot of damage, though, to that truck.
Hornaday finished 30th, but the poor showing would quickly be overshadowed by the following weekend at Texas.
Where they posted the 13, they black flagged him.
They're going to take this win away from Johnny Sauter. We saw it was obvious. He was way to the inside before they got to the start-finish line.
David Mayhew had his hands full with that 2 behind the 29 of Parker Kligerman. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming out of turn number 4, Johnny Sauter's in front. He's been black flagged. It will be the win for Ron Hornaday. Win number 3 in Texas.
Travis Quapple hard into Johanna Long.
The win brought Hornaday up to 3rd in points, but still 33 behind leader Johnny Sauter. Unfortunately, the win would not translate to a change of fortune of Hornaday's season, as 3 straight bad finishes would see the veteran fall from 3rd to 9th in the points, now 69 behind Sauter. Even with finishes of 5th at IRP and 9th at Pocono, Hornaday remained mired in the same spot in points. But, as a positive, he had gained 17 points over those 2 races, as he was now 52 behind new leader Austin Dillon. A 7th at Michigan the following week put him 46 back of the lead, with 10 races remaining in the campaign. The 33 team needed to have a lightning-fast performance at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Instead, it got lightning-fast problems.
Heading sideways into turn number 3 is Hornaday.
Unbelievable. We knew he had a loose race truck. We saw it early on in lap number 1.
Heck, we saw it in qualifying. He was all over the place.
Front end damage to the 33 of Hornaday. The meatballs not holding up as well on the front, the hood of that truck.
He was running in the 4th spot when this incident occurred.
They're perfectly cooked, though.
Yeah, a lot of damage to that truck. It's going to be right in front.
Right in front of his car owner.
See, he was racing with a 31 at James Busher. James was in the middle of the racetrack. Don't know if there was some contact.
So he'll bring it onto pit road. They will work on the front end of Ron Hornaday's number 33 truck, 4-time series champion, struggling.
The crash caused Hornaday to have a stagnant 24th place finish and put him back to 9th in points again, 68 behind Johnny Sauter. Hornaday had lost all the ground he had made up in a matter of 11 laps. He would need to have a run for the ages, starting the next race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. He did just that.
4.9 seconds separate Hornaday, who just takes the white flag, and his closest pursuer, Clint Boyer, 3.6 seconds back. Hornaday digging with everything he's got.
Hey, let's give a little call here to Jeff Hensley if Ron Hornady pulls this thing off like it looks like he's going to.
And a call to KHI. They had a fast truck and a slow one. They're going to run 1-2 with them.
Hornaday out in front, going through 3 and 4.
He's going to make it.
To add to his record-setting Camping World Truck Series career, Hornaday goes to victory lane.
While only leading the final 17 laps of the race, the win fixed many of Hornaday's points problems at once, moving the 33 from P9 in points to 5th. He also was 48 behind new leader James Buescher. Hornaday gained 20 points in one race. And while the top 4 were separated by 17 points, he was closing in to strike if they slipped up. The following race at Chicagoland did not hurt Hornaday as he came home 10th and gained a point on the points lead. Unfortunately for Hornaday, though, a 4th place finish the next week at New Hampshire would mean nothing, as new points leader Austin Dillon finished 2 spots ahead of him. Hornaday was still 5th and still mired 47 back of the driver of the 3. The following race at Kentucky saw Hornaday and Dillon battle for the lead and through the night. Hornaday would come out on top.
White flag goes in the air. 1 lap remaining at Kentucky.
Been a lot of different drivers winning that 2-truck this year. Will Ron Hornaday's name be added to that list?
What about Ron stepping up and saying, I can drive this 2-truck to victory lane as well? He's got about 10 truck lengths on Austin Dillon as they head into 3.
Hornaday, 2 wins already this season. Texas and Atlanta, both mile-and-a-half tracks. Will he add Kentucky to it? This will be his 3rd win at Kentucky if he holds on. Coming out of 4, Ron Hornaday wins career race number 50.
Thank you. Gosh darn, guys. You guys are awesome. Good pit call.
Due to Dillon finishing right behind him, though, Hornaday would still be stuck 42 points behind. The 33 team needed to repeat the Kentucky performance while also having rivals Austin Dillon and James Buescher to struggle. And it all came together at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway as the 31 and 3 were taken out of contention and wrecks. As for how Hornaday did,
Hornaday's going to see the white flag one more time around for win number 51.
White flag right here.
And will he go 2 for 2 in this 2-truck?
It will be a huge day for Ron Hornaday if he's able to stay out front. He'll be able to notch another racetrack as far as getting a win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a place he has never gone to victory lane. The final 2 turns coming out of turn number 4. Ron Hornaday is on a roll. Win number 51.
Thank you so much. Let me drive this thing. This is cool.
That's heartfelt right there too, Phil, isn't it?
He said, this is cool.
the championship battle closed up. The top 3 only separated by 7. Hornaday only 21 back, with Timothy Peters only 4 behind Hornaday. With Talladega being the next race, a sense of mystery set over the truck championship. With Hornaday looking at a possible underdog comeback story, it seemed becoming true. Hornaday would fight Mike Wallace for a 3rd straight win the following week.
Mike Wallace just in front of Ron Hornaday. Now the big question, will there be KHI orders for Hornaday to win this race?
That can't happen, Phil, because here comes Buescher and Carmichael. They do anything other than what they're doing, they're going to lose that 1st and 2nd spot. They got to hang right like that until the very last second. There's a chance at the start-finish line. Maybe Hornaday pulls out, but here comes Buescher.
Here comes the run by Buescher and Ricky Carmichael. Going into turn number 3. Wallace and Hornaday 1 and 2.
How about Jason White, top of the racetrack, hooked up.
Coming out of turn number 4, this is where all the action will take place. Here comes the run. James Buescher trying to go to the outside. Mike Wallace being pushed by Ron Hornaday through the tri-oval. 400 yards to go. It's going to be Mike Wallace who's going to win this one at Talladega.
With the 2nd place finish, and a 7th by title rival Austin Dillon, Hornaday now drew to within 16 points of the lead. 4th in points, he was a true contender with only 3 races left. Hornaday strangely seemed to be a title favorite, as one of his best tracks was up next, Martinsville. The paperclip ended up giving Hornaday another runner-up finish. Austin Dillon would finish 3rd. Hornaday gained a point on the 3, putting him 3rd, tied with Johnny Sauter and 4 behind James Busher. Hornaday still had a wave of momentum, as the series' penultimate race was a return to the track of his first win of the season, the Texas Motor Speedway. Hornaday would start the race in 9th, but would quickly begin picking up spots, as he was passing Cup regular Kyle Busch for 2nd by lap 14, the lap that would change the 2011 season for Hornaday and for the Truck Series as a whole.
Ooh, close,
Wide into turn 4. That moves Kyle Busch all the way up the racetrack. He has to catch it before he gets to the wall. And Hornaday catches the wall.
Caution's out, caution's out.
Caution is going to come out. Both drivers trying to get by. Looked like the 17 of Timothy Peters. They slid up the racetrack, and now Kyle Busch not happy at all.
It's all good, dude.
And Kyle Busch is going to turn the 33 into the wall. Our championship contender, Hornaday, in the wall.
Well, Kyle Busch should be parked for this race and maybe the rest of the season for that.
Holy cow, I can't believe he did
Championship
that.
contender, Ron Hornaday, hard into the wall. Kyle Busch sends him in.
Here it is right here. They go side by side.
Hornaday has to go up.
Kyle squeezes down on Ron, but Ron he's got to be in control of his truck. They both do a little bit of contact into the wall, but I believe those trucks could be repaired and maybe race for the win still.
And the caution has come out now. Right now, the caution is already out.
A little bit more damage on Ron Hornaday's truck. Very minimal damage to that 18 truck, but this is when he's going to show his displeasure to Ron Hornaday. He gets up against him, and he just won't never turn him loose, Mikey.
He's running wide open in the back of that truck, and he finally turns him head on into that outside wall.
NASCAR has said the 18 and Kyle Busch parked for the race, and Kyle Busch and Eric Phillips, you will need to report to the hauler, the NASCAR hauler, at the conclusion of this race.
That truck's running 130, 40 miles an hour when it hits that outside wall.
Look at that thing jump up off the ground. Look at all the damage to that 33 truck.
Oh, and the green, I knew that, Kyle knew there was a lap of there too. I moved up on the straightaway. He stayed on the quarter panel, and I don't know, we just touched a little bit, I guess, I don't know. But he knows I'm going for a point still. I don't know why he didn't do it. But anybody got a cup car, he'll never win a championship again. I mean, this is just stupid. I mean, he knew what I was going for. He knew I was there. He had to lift too. I mean, if I'd have lifted, I'd have hit the back of the slower car, slower truck, and it would cause a big wreck. But he just drove me in the fence. I mean, just ruined a perfectly good race car.
In a moment, Hornaday's race, season, and career changed direction. The crash took Hornaday out of the title. While Busch was parked from all races that weekend, the damage was done, and it could not be repaired. As for Hornaday, he quietly exited the season out of contention and out of relevancy, leading to a 4th-place points finish. And after 2011, Hornaday would never win another truck race again, and for that matter would never win another NASCAR-sanctioned race in the top 3 series again. He would never finish in the top 10 in points in the Truck Series again, and would have the final moment of his career's relevance be known for being taken out by Kyle Busch. It makes many wonder, what if Hornaday had been more consistent throughout the season? What if Kyle Busch hadn't taken him out at Texas where he was fast? What if, in 2011, Ron Hornady Jr. had captured his missing ring?